Okay, Felicia.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Um,
Afternoon.
so, uh, I'm gonna be chairing today's meeting, and this is my first time chairing. So, yeah, wish me luck. Thank you. Okay, so we start from this, from our partner transformation campaign. First one is property quality control. So, from Kak Tendi, do you have any update?
Yes, Felisa. Okay, could you scroll down a bit? Okay, thank you. Yeah, the last performance, the last week performance is CM team has inspected six property last week by Asa, Ross, Om Rafiq, and me as well. And then four property have been applied for the recommendation, and then no bad review yet so far. And then I got one referral when I inspection in Parimanta, Nusa Penida. So the owner friends just finished to build 19 room near the Diamond Beach. So it's very close with the Diamond Beach. That's also a good location. But I haven't visit yet because I need to boarding to with the boat. I need to go back to Bali. So I will plan to visit in the next trip to Penida. And then also Parimanta. I just have a talk with Parimanta, and then Parimanta actually is a partner with us. Previously, they finished the partner, and then they using Zuzu management, and then I think last month they have a problem with the Zuzu management, and then they cut the partnership with the Zuzu, and then back again to Bukit Vista like that. And then the problem is also the same with the Madeira villa. When I inspection, the owner is tell me that they also have the problem with the Zuzu management, mostly about the payment because I think they Zuzu asked for some money for about the gas that I think like that. So I think that's mostly the problem about the payment with the Zuzu, and then also the management is not active because they give the system with the partner, but on the pandemic situation, the system is not working because the Zuzu not paying the system. For example, like a Tokit. So the Tokit calendar is not working like that, and then also the bigger is not working while the pandemic because Zuzu I think didn't pay the system like that. So that's mostly the problem. And then also the second performance is got new best practice to scoring the inspection. So previously when I'm doing this inspection is only the checklist. So I just check the what's called the amenities that already good, and then also didn't check for the amenities that need to improve. But maybe Felisa, could you open the link of the inspection Madeira in the second update inspection Madeira in. Yeah. So basically the scoring will be like this. There are I think there are eight category there. The first is outside area, and then general area, room, bathroom, also the kitchen, and then also living room, also cleaning amenities, and then CSC, the cleaning safe certification. So it's category there are score for each, and then also we need to document the which one is need to the improve, and then which one is already good like that. And then I create also the SLA for the inspection. If the score is above the 80, so the property is have a good quality, still have a good quality, but is under the 80, we need to fix it within a weeks with the partner to get the score back to high like that. So that's the update for last week performance. Back to the Trello, Felisa. Yeah, and then the friction. for the property inspection quality control, yeah, most of the property that I've inspected last week have issue on the water tap. There is a crash. I think that's an the crash, right? The crack air like that. So yeah, in the water tap, it's like a very hard to remove it like that from the water tap. Also for the wood floor maintenance like that. And then for the water tap, actually I had already get the solution for the partner with the chemical. The name is Lemon Ace. So I had applied this to Labomi as well previously, and it's working. So I will have the partner to buy in Bali, and then bring to the Nusa Penida when Bayu have a photo shoot in Nusa Penida. So I will give Bayu and then put in one of property, and then some partner can take it in there like that, the chemical. And then also for the floor wooden, because most of the property in Nusa Penida is from the bungalow, like a wooden bungalow. So they kind of like hard to maintain the floor, because the floor is it's kind of like apa ya, bisa bilang kayak kusam gitu, kusam in Indonesia. And then they usually just mopping using the water, but that's not right. Not because wood cannot we cannot using water, because it will be apa namanya, kayak rapuk gitu gitu. So I already suggest to using the plates floor polish to all the partner like Madeira, like Kuko, and then also some partner with using the what's called the wood floor like that. So that's already I give the solution to them from the friction. And then the next action plan is this week I will focus to the Villa Parwati to improve the villa, because uh, the villa it's kind of like need more attention, because the wall uh, like most of the wall have a moldy, and then also the water tap also very dirty with the crash, and then need some improvement as well. I had put all the documentation and also on the property quality control. And then the second one is creating host rule and then healthy protocol for property that doesn't have it. So yesterday I had distribute to the Madeira and then Kuku Penida for the host rule. I think this is also help them, because mostly when the guests check in, they explain to the guests like where is the near restaurant, where is the blah blah blah, and then also the rules like cannot loud, and then turn on the music after 12 and everything. So by this host rule, I think this is also will fix the time efficient for the check-in. So I will distribute to the partner or property that doesn't have it yet. And then the third one is demo for property inspection scoring to CM team later. So I will make a demo for the CM team for the scoring of the property inspection. Okay, that's it. Back to Felisa.
Okay, thank you, Kak Tendi, for your update. So I have a question regarding the this one, Pari
Yeah,
Manta. So they just repartner, right?
yeah.
Could you tell me the reason why they decided to leave in the first place?
For the first reason, I think because their family is I think is working with in Zuzu management. So they want to give the management of the property to their family, like that. And then after that, on the reality, the performance is not good. And then let's like the management is never give the recommendation, never give never do the inspection to the property, the quality control and everything. When I there's also the system that the Zuzu giving to the partner is not working at all. So if there is any booking or check-in, there is no notification. And then also it's very manually. And then when I visit that, the partner is very happy because I do the quality control. I check everything and I give the recommendation to them, and then they actually very happy, because they want their property is improved like that. So they need someone that giving the recommendation like that. Yeah, back to
Oh,
Teresa.
okay, okay. Okay, thank you, Kak.
Yeah.
There's a question from Mr. Jing.
Sure. Thank you very much, Felicia. Thank you very much, Tendi. Tendi, do you think that this can be helpful for guiding canvassing strategy to target, let's say, Zuzu properties? If we see that there's a consistent mismanagement pattern in properties that are managed by Zuzu, then perhaps our online canvassing can look for Zuzu and approach those owners to ask, hey, are you happy with Zuzu? And would you consider having a different kind of partnership with Bukit Vista?
Yes, I think so because some of our new property in Canggu as well, they living from Zuzu as well because their management. And then I heard last week with Om Rafiq when I'm visiting Mi Villa, Zuzu is what's called re wah apa ya bahasanya, kayak rombak gitu loh, ngerombak, ya the team and the everything, and then they reduce the
Like the management.
yeah, and then they reduce the commission just 6%. So the total is 21%, including the Airbnb tax. The Airbnb tax is 15%, and then the Zuzu is just 6%, like that. So and then with the 6%, they have on-site host.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the last news I heard from some partner. Yes.
Okay. Tendi, what I would just suggest in this particular case is could you tag, I think, Nadine? Yeah. Because I think Nadine's actually working on the online canvassing campaign. And tell her you found a pattern, and that can help guide the outreach pattern for online canvassing.
Sure. Okay, sir. I will coordinate with Nadine. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing and Katendi. Does anyone else have any questions? Okay. No? Okay, then we can move on to the next card. Renew partner contract from Kak Rafiq, ya. Is Kak Rafiq here? Oh yeah, it's okay. Result update. Okay.
I think Rafiq is not here, Felicia, so you can try to read the update.
Okay, so here's the campaign update from Kak Rafiq. He got 3 partners signed contract last week, The Padang, Dalam Pinarak, and Gria Wirosaban, with the total contract that he made until yesterday is up 5% from last week, and that he sent, the total contract that he sent until yesterday is have increased by 2% from last week. And the total partners renewing contract with us until yesterday have increased by 1% from last week. The screenshot. There's no friction. Let me try to. Okay. Wait. Okay, I'll just go back to the Trello card. Yeah. Okay, so his action plan is to follow up the contract that he sent to partners, including Puri Kelapa and Kampung Jimba. Puri Kelapa need hard copy, and Kampung Jimba can contract the owner, only the manager there, and he is still at the village. At least 6 contract is signed next week, 1 day, 1 contract renewing, excluding his day off. That's all from Kak Rafiq. And then next to partner satisfaction survey is Kak Ros.
Okay. Wait. Okay, from me, sorry, the date is wrong. Sekarang tanggal 21 ya. A final update from me is, so there are 67 partners already filled the survey. It's up to 6%. And wait. And for actionable delivery, the total is 22 feedbacks and up to 2 partners, and not follow up yet is 2 feedbacks. Being follow up is 12 feedbacks, and the comparative from last week. I'm more active to coordinate related chapters to give their follow up to our partner feedbacks, and also don't request from partner already done. It is like 8 feedbacks, and average rating of our program is 4 for property quality control, FB content, revenue management, online hosting, and overall. And source to join BV is same like last week. BV outreach is more higher than referral and Google shares. And also we have already make a plan, actionable plan last week to optimizing PSS result by asking partner to rate us 4 and 5 for invite schedule vlog, 5-star GMB review, and referral persuasion. And for vlog, the owner of the house agreed to do the vlog, and I asked for Mas Gani and Andre. I will be coordinator. Andre and Mas Chris will be will be talk about the house, and yeah, Mas Gani will be the cameraman, I will be the coordinator. And 5-star GMB review, I already persuade to Babar Kotex and the House of Gembala and already give the 5-star GMB review. And for referral persuasion, I try to talk to partner of the house, but partner doesn't know about other property information yang who needs property management service. For my fiction, I think I don't understand the method and how to persuade our partner to give us a good rating to recommend us to a potential partner through this campaign. And for actionable plan, so I will coordinate every partner manager. And this week I want partner Kak Tendi in region 1 achieve for partner to fill the survey, and for Rafiq is 6 partners because 19 itu yang belum not fill the survey. And also for Asa is 3 for this week, and for me is 2 for partners didn't fill the survey. Yeah, I think and also give PSS analysis result for partner for Arindra Villa about the property quality control, and Padang View is about to introduce Bivigo because their feedback is like still hard to make to view to look the detail about the base. And yeah, I will introduce invite partner from Padang View about Bivigo, and also from NH Residence. I already coordinate with finance, David. Partners say that kalau payment transfernya is still problem, still late, but finance talk that it is happen in 2020, but on this 2021 it's not happen again. Yeah, it's from me, Felisa.
Okay, thank you, Kak Ros, for your updates. Does anyone have any feedback for Kak Ros? Okay, Kak Tendi.
Okay, thank you, Felicia. So Yeah, I think the first one I would like to comment I think in the above that that's not action point but the final update, the update, right? Because there is two action point in the above is action point and below is actionable plan. What is the difference, Ross?
Actionable plan is related to friction ya Mas. Ya
Hmm.
Kak.
And then action point.
Action point is uh, to give a PSS analysis result of partner for partner.
Uh, uh, this is kind of like the update last week, right? The above. So
It's
I
just
think your
performance
update
update.
should be like the last performance, and then like your current performance or your friction, and then your next actionable like that. So we can see from the previous performance of previous actionable, what is your friction, and then what is your to do the next like that. So yeah, so I think also you need just take the point from the last week. What is your update, and then what is your really your friction, and then also what is your next action like that to make it easier to everyone to see like that. So and then also I think uh, your update as well for example like your friction, you said that you think that you don't understand the method how you persuade, right? But that's your mind, in your mind, not actually the friction in the field, right? But
Yeah.
it's this is just like you can communicate it easily, right? You can just contact me last week or Om Rafiq. Hey, how usually you persuade the partner? Like today, my update, I got a partner referral from the property quality control when I'm doing the property quality control, right? And then you can ask me, for example, like last week, you can just ping me, hey, Kak Tandy, how you actually usually persuade the partner like that. But the friction that actually we're looking for here is like what is your friction to run this campaign, for example, like that. For example, like there is a um, slow input for the partner field the survey or something like that. And then okay, so we know that's a slow input. Then what is our next plan like that? Okay, so we need to more outreach or more remind or something like that. Okay, yeah, I think that's for me.
Okay, thank you from Kak Tendi. And Kak Ros, do you have anything?
Yes, Melissa, I understand.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, Mr. Jing, do you want to say something?
Okay, I just want to underline what Tendi just spoke about there. I think, Ross, yes, if you are experiencing any frictions with negotiations, then I think you can defer to your teammates who have more experience and perhaps knowledge about how to negotiate quicker so that that can be done. Also, I think it's important to bring together the material so that they can give you good advice. Like, what exactly was your outgoing message? How long did you talk? What channel did you choose to do it? When did you choose to approach them? So that it gives your coach potentially the most amount of context to be able to correct your issue there. That's on that side. The fun thing I'd like to ask is, how did you get those boxes to show up? Like, those are really cool. It really improves the amount of information that can be displayed. How did you get the sliding boxes to appear in Trello?
Yeah, I just saw this feature as well.
Oh yeah, okay.
Some codes, I think. I give Rosa the link of the codes that we can use in Trello, I think. Rosa,
Oh,
you can share it
cool.
for that?
Willis, can you share that code right now, like in the chat, and I'll take a look at it. Yeah.
All right.
Thank
I
you.
kind of forget for using this, but Ross, can you share it?
So it's like a Dropbox paper when you make the point and enter and make the point like menjorok ke sana lagi, it's like spasi-spasi aja gitu loh.
Using space and enter.
Ya, space.
Okay, let's try.
All right. Okay. Do you have any more input, or should I just move on to the next card?
Yeah, this from me, everyone. Sorry, I didn't still not good to give the update, but yeah, for the conclusion, Region 4 is already almost finished. Region 3 is because we discovered the right music and right time. I will encourage Asa to do that again this week. And also from Region 2, I will help Om Rafiq to outreach partners, and for Kak Tendi, I will encourage Kak Tendi again.
Okay, thank you, Kak Ros, for your update. Okay, moving on to my card, social media engagement. First of all, I'd like to say I'm sorry because last week I was sick, so I did not really do much on this card, but here's an update. So I've come up with a content strategy that we can try to implement starting July. And yeah, so here's the plan. We are gonna post twice a week with different, sort of different topics each week. So for the first week of each month, I'm planning to do a Transformation Tuesday. Here is where we will be posting about our partner's transformation journey. We can post about community members' most current transformation, or our plan on how are we going to transform them. We can promote like a sneak peek of upcoming C-Talk events and etc. And then for the first week of Friday, we have TGIF. And also on the third week of Friday, we can also have TGIF, but it's different topics. So for the first week, we have leisure and recreation for the latest promo, food and beverage discount, and etc. And then for the third week, we have the travel tips. And also we can integrate this with our partner personas information, because we have the social life segment there, and we can gather those informations and classify what our partners' interests are outside of this. For example, I saw that part of them loves to engage in sports activity, so we can gather contents about that. And then half of them also loves culinary, so yeah, we can also generate content based on that. So hopefully they interact with our contents. And then on Tuesday, I will mostly focus on generating news, the latest updates or research regarding Bali, our local tourism, Bali and Jogja as well. And then also on international tourism bound, because it's opening, if I'm not mistaken, like, yeah, we're opening back our international tourism gates. So yeah, and then on the last week, on Friday, we are gonna have Flashback Friday, where we will post our transformation journey. This will we will post moments that demonstrate Beefy's reliability and commitment in transforming our partner, and also showing heritage of our company. I've also made a calendar, but I haven't been able to make the July one. But yeah, as of June, because this is also the last week of June, I'm planning to post for this week. On Tuesday, I'm gonna make a content for EHAC. This is International Health Alert Card, because we need this to travel, right? And this is also summer and school break season. So I'm pretty sure most of our property partners are planning to have holidays with their kids. So they probably need information about this. And then for this Friday, I'm also trying to make the first Flashback Friday content to see how they react to it. And yeah, that's from me. Yeah, and the friction is the content strategy hasn't been synergized with our partner personas, because there isn't any summary of our partner's similar interests and whatnot yet. So yeah, this is also my action plan for this week. That's all from me. Does anyone have any feedback? Okay, Mr. Jing.
I think this is actually a really good step. So this is one of the first steps that I've seen where we're attempting to do mass communication in a strategic way, and it takes into account what kind of content our partners actually want to actually see. So I want to applaud this. My only feedback is I think there should be some framework allocated for what innovations would look like in this particular content schedule, right? So as you progress, you're obviously going to be discovering new things about what is engaging and what isn't engaging. And have you considered exactly how you will create, let's say, what are going to be your constants and what are going to be your variables in this plan?
So they can actually be my constant. So I will try to post constantly each week based on this strategy, and my independent variables, would be like on holidays or huge days. We also have to post right on our Facebook group, like, oh, happy Bali Silence Day and all of those national holidays. Yeah, I will also try to schedule those in this calendar.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, thank you. Does anyone else have any? Okay, Kak Asa ya?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Thank you, Felicia. I think your ideas are great because you look at that moment and then you take advantage of it, and then you can create such a great contents from it. Maybe some addition for me, you can create like Trello for this specific Facebook content, because I actually was inspired by the Beefy LinkedIn post content, and then they create a new broad so they can organize the content easier, and then everyone can take a look at it and they can add whenever they have any new ideas from it. So yeah, maybe that's just a bit idea for me as well to help you to organize this kind of content. Back to you, Felicia.
Okay, thank you, Kak Asa, for your input. Okay, I'm moving on to the next card. C Talks, do we have any updates? Okay.
Yep. Okay, so the updates is that we have done pre-meeting with ADS Interior last week with Mbak Afifah and made BVC Talk introduction video to replace pre-meeting session. And we have also have better insights regarding the workflow and the benefits of C Talk. There are no friction yet, and the next actionable plan is to define SLA for the workflow, like sign the MOU must be maximal 3 days after the outreach, etc. So we can keep it in track and we don't lose any potential community experts. And then the comments for better understanding and administration, because I think there are some, agak berantakan gitu di dokumen sedikit dirapikan. And then I will follow up Ireland regarding the updates from Rentokil Indonesia. And I have actually asked her, and then she hasn't got any updates from Rentokil Indonesia. And then maybe this is the question for Rose. Later you can answer it, like updates from ADS Interior, and do you also need help for the video making? And then we'll continue to define plan to create good long-term engagement with our CEs, as we have been discussed in the discussion management. So yeah, that's the updates for now. Maybe we don't really have much outreach this last week because we are currently redefining everything in BBC Talk. So yeah, maybe that's from me. Back to you, Felicia.
Okay, thank you, Kak Asa, for your updates. I'd like to ask, I saw some of the BVC talks on YouTube, and I noticed that there isn't any like compelling title to our C Talks.
Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I have actually asked Kak Rizal regarding to it, and yeah, he's okay with it because currently the current title is not SEO friendly. So yeah, we can try to implement it for the next BBC Talk. Thank you, Felicia.
Okay, Mr. Jing.
Asa, why don't we try fixing the titles of the existing C Talks, right? Because it's never too late to to improve a title, right?
Yeah, that's actually a great idea. I don't real somehow I'm not focused on our past PVC talk because we are focused on the next. But yeah, that can be happen. That we can do that as well for changing the title for our past PVC talk videos. Thank you, Mr. Ching, for pointing that out. Back to you, Felicia.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jing and Kasa. Okay, I'm moving on to the next card. Now to Kak Tendi. Do you have any updates?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think Lilis just mentioned that about the BVC talk. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you also Nadia for making the thumbnails. Yeah, for the video, so it will be look more interesting to on the home or dashboard like that when the people are looking for the video. Okay. The next for my update for the cleanliness class. Yeah, maybe you can open the card, Felisa. So yeah, last week I had read some uh, of my friend, but most of them they cannot do the training because they also have the current job and then still busy. And then I changed my plan to find the trainer actually. So for the trainer, I think I can take from the current staff in the each property who have the best skill like that. So for example, like Andre in Puriklapa, they have a good skill for cleaning time because in Puriklapa they have 30 rooms and then they they always on time to cleaning the room like that. There is never late to for cleaning. And then they can share with the staff that only have 3 room or 5 room how actually to manage the time for the cleaning. And then also like Arianta in the lot 6 have a good skill on the making bed using duvet and everything. So he can demo how to the best technique to making bed like that. So to other stuff. So at the next action plan, so I will find the 5 best skills set in the each BV property while doing the property quality control. So I will check with the staff as well who have the best skill. So the 5 skill is the first making bed. The second is skill set using the chemical and tools. And then the third is cleaning SOP, like the SOP when they clean the room, and then the time management for cleaning the room, also the self appearance also. So because the self appearance also is important for the staff. For example, the hair, the everything, the clothes and everything need to be clean, everything. So I think that's also important. So I will try to find that 5 stuff by this week for when I'm doing the property quality control. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Kak Tendi, for your updates. I think Mr. Jing have some. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, I was wondering, Tendi, do you think it'd be worthwhile to actually do a video of each staff cleaning? And then that way the documentation can be shared with other people. Once you found somebody that, let's say, has done something correctly, later on, let's say you have interns, right? Who want to know, okay, how do I fold a bed or whatever? Then they can kind of like watch these videos. I'm sure there's probably something like this on YouTube already, but it might actually be more engaging if like it becomes a matter of community perspective, right? Actually it gives pride, I think, to somebody who's doing this really well. Like if they've been doing it hundreds of times, say, hey, what are some techniques that have occurred to you? And perhaps sharing this also in the Facebook group and other channels can be a way to inspire, I think, other owners. Like, hey, look, this is one of our somebody who has a lot of experience. He's going to show you how to fold a bed correctly, right? And I was thinking, if you document it, then each time you share it, there's something to share, right? Instead of like having to bring people to see it again.
Okay, yes. Your plan is so the stuff is demo the skill and then I filming and then I share it to the other stuff, right?
Could be, yeah. And then that makes the training process a little bit easier. People could learn how to do it online. before they even show up. And it might be helpful if, like you said, we want to go that intern pathway of bringing in interns. It makes it, they can do their preparation beforehand.
Okay, yeah, I think this is a good idea as well. Also because it's scalable. Because my first plan is actually we are doing the class in the one of our best property, have a good cleaning property, so they can visit the property and see directly how is the villa clean, tidy, and everything. So the staff inspiration have an inspiration to applying on their property like that. Because I think the reason is the cleaning is not for only for them, but it's for the guests, for the website, and for everything. So it's like a delightful and then inspired to other as well. But I think this is can apply as well for online. I will do the MVP actually. So we will try to do the online first. Let's see the result. If the result is actually maximum or is good, and also improving the rating of our cleanliness in the review, I think the next I will continue for the offline. But if there is any lag or something, so I will try the new pivot like that. Okay, thank you. Back to Felisa. Thank you, Jing, for the advice.
Okay, thank you, Kak Tendi and Mr. Jing. Now, moving on to Kak.
Could I interrupt real quick? I just want to I just want to recognize Tendi for the way that he reported on that. I think was very good. So as chair, it is good to sort of keep the conversation on track. And what that means is we need to know who is going to do what, when. And in this particular case, I just want to say thank you to Tendi for making that process simpler. We didn't have to ask him for that. He already reported it and putting the who, what, and when is going to happen. So that is a really good practice, and I want to celebrate that and make it more generally well known.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, kudos to Kak Tendi. Now moving on to Kak Rafikart, or Kak Tendi, do you still have any more updates?
I think just for the last for the user apps. So when I'm doing the property quality control, I have trained some partner, the new partner for download the Bivigo. But yeah, I will. There's a friction actually that maybe I will coordinate with Nadia. So maybe Nadia, could you hear me?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
hearing you.
So, I last week I trained some partner for the Bivigo, and then actually they cannot sign in using their Google, and then I think it sound like this account is not like that. It's not cannot using like that, and then I need to make the new account for login for them like that.
Mhm. Okay, maybe you can like give me the list and I will follow up that.
Yeah, sure. So maybe I will coordinate more with you, yeah, on the Slack.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Felisa. Back to Felisa.
Okay, thank you, Kak Tendi. Now moving on to Kak Rafik's card. Okay, wait. I'm not sure. Okay, I don't think Kak Rafik has any updates. Moving on to Kak Asa.
Okay, maybe from the partner welcoming program first, but I haven't written down my updates yet. So last week we have visited Herta residence, and then we have also got some updates from apartment Amarta that she has put the new equipments to her unit, and then Kak Gani has also done the photo shoot, but she hasn't put the Wi-Fi as well as the token list rate is not well defined yet. So I will follow up for Mbak Ratna regarding to this before it can be listed to the listing. And then for the Herta Regency, last week we have given Mas Raffi the recommendation for the equipments, and then and then for the cleanliness and stuff, and his staff like Mas Imam has actually done the budgeting and then the planning for Mas Raffi to make it happen. But currently we don't really have updates, any more updates from Mas Raffi. So I give it back to BD and sales team so they can follow up Mas Raffi regarding this, because we have actually passed the SLA. I mean, it's already past the due date. So yeah, we gave it back to Moyana for Mas Raffi. Maybe that's from me for the welcoming program.
Okay, thank you, Kak Asa. Do you have any more updates on your...
Yeah, and the last one is regarding the GMB, Google
Okay.
My Business Awareness Optimization. Okay, so there are 3 new partners who has written to the review to our GMB, which are Babar Cottage, Manta Cottage, as well as the House of Kimbala. And somehow this morning I got one message from potential guest, but not potential partner. And yeah, I directly gave it to HAR. And it can be insight for us too that this GMB can also be a medium for us to gain awareness, not only for our potential partner, but it can also be useful for our potential guest. So yeah, for the next plan is that I will continue to work on the plan which have been defined and continue to reach partners to leave review with a target of 3 reviews in total per week, regardless the region. Follow up sales in video regularly regarding the phone calls. And on July, I will try to create post which contains engagement with our current partners. And I think this can also be integrated with Felicia's campaign, which is social media campaign. And then for answering Kak Lilis' question, I have actually asked Nadia regarding to this, because I currently don't have the access for the call Hippo anymore, because it is used by Kak Bayu and Nadine at the same time. So yeah, I have actually asked Nadine, but I haven't got any response from her. So I will follow up about it, because this can also be useful for the next actionable plan for this GMB. Maybe that's from me. Thank you. Get back to you, Felicia.
Okay, thank you, Kak Asa. Kak Tendi has something to say.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I think I would like to ask Jing. Jing, so for the call Hippo, uh, who use this? Is it Air Support also use it, or just the FBD?
I think, I'm not sure actually. So, Call Hippo originally we created so that the people who were working on partnership or they were working on partnership could actually have a, what do you call it? Like a way of tracking their, sorry, there's a feedback cycle here. God damn it. Okay. So, all right. So,
Like a single.
we have everybody here today, so there's feedback loops in the room. But Call Hippo originally is supposed to be used for partnership funnel. I'm not sure if it's being used now for guest funnel as well. I don't know. Actually, it's best to probably ask Andre to double check if he's using Call Hippo for any of the guest side inbound calls.
Yes, because like this, because I got a lot of feedback from the partner, like when they call the air support, it's never answer, sir. So I just wondering where actually the phone or the air support, and then like who actually responsible to taking the call. Yeah, because there is like some urgent like a labomi guest, there is the guest is not stay there because there is no answer call like that. So I think that's very important to improve our service, because we want our partner is responsive and everything, but we also need to consistent for our commitment to responsive and then fast respond like that.
I think in that particular case, we need to start a cross-chapter discussion.
Yeah.
If the phone is with Andre, then just open up a dialogue with Andre to see who is actually answering the phone. And I believe Nadine is supposed to be in charge of answering the phone for partner side phone calls. Yeah. So if it's a partner side phone call, like somebody asking about how to become, work with Book Vista as a partner, then that should be under Nadine. But I'm not sure if that number is being shared with Andre's side as well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I will bring up to the discussion. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Kak Tendi, Mr. Jing, and Kak Asa. Okay, now moving on to Kak Ros. Do you have any updates?
Yeah, for partner persona, Kak Dendi already get the data persona from Kuku Village. It is comfort category. And yeah, I already follow up other partners to interview, but it's like no response from now for now until now, and I will follow up again. And but it is updates from me about the friction is slow response from our partners.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Felicia, I already make the data to the paper, so can you scroll up? And in the paper, evidence, question list, and partner data.
Okay.
So for Kak Tendi and partner manager and also Felisa too, who I asked for help. If you have already get the data, you can fill the table. Scroll down again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like this. You can just fill the table and the pointnya.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, Kak Tendi has something to say.
Okay, thank you, Felisa. Oh yeah, Ros. Where did you put this data? Did you put it in the PRM as well, or only on this paper?
Oh, okay. So from my communication through
Yeah.
WhatsApp and call, and also through their media social media.
I mean, where you have been put this data? Do you put in the PRM as well for this data?
No.
Yeah, I think because this data is very useful for example, there is a new community manager that will handle this partner. So I think this is need to be document in our what's called apa namanya, kayak source itu, kayak our database gitu, our database. So I think I would like you to put the data of the partner persona on the PRM, on the partner engagement list, uh, in the description ya, Ros ya. Could you do that?
Tapi cuma partner yang aku minta persona datanya kan, Kak?
Yeah, that's fine. So jadi so you can put on there. So later on, when we meet the partner, maybe we can just asking. So not only this the data that you want to gather. Maybe when we are doing the inspection or something, we can just talking with the partner. Then we can get some insight from that. So we can document it on the PRM as well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kak Tendi, for your input. And Kak Ros, do you think would it be more beneficial if we could like have a summarized version of this, because this is very like personalized, right? So what if you can like categorize it? Like for example, here we have partners 42 years old. That means he's a Gen X, or like we can like categorize it, so it would be easier to like profile our whole partners.
Yeah. So Felisa, the first is I make the like card partner persona. You can see it in my card, but this is the sample. So we can not like that. We can apa ya? Kita nggak buat, we not make partner persona every person, but every category like luxury, the general persona of luxury partner itu gimana, and exotic partner, and now we just still doing to get that every partner.
Okay. Thank you, Kak Ros. Do you have any more updates on your other cards?
yeah, there's no update from SEO review and backlink. Already respond and there's no response to in the table, but didn't give review and backlink. I will follow up this week.
Okay, thank you, Karos. Okay, we're running out of time. So, Kalilis, do you have any updates on your card?
Yeah, thank you, Felicia. So basically, my second card is finished already. It's about partner mapping. We only need to use it for the current until August. So we would like to see if we can transform or not. And then for my first card, it is still running because it is related to the gas funnel, Wise by Speed. And the last card is actually progressing, but in BI. Later on, if the package is finished, we hope that we can finish it like by this week. So we can start the referral campaign. And I would like to have Felicia to participate also in this part because your task in the trial program is about referral, right? Like how to amplify the referral
Yeah.
itself. So yeah, that's the plan actually. Thank you very much, Felicia.
Okay, thank you, Kalilis. Okay, so for my personal updates on the job training initiative, I'm just going to be super quick. So I changed the name to CM on the job training initiative because internship was not the right term for this type of program. And then I've also added two potential audience or school. And then I've also defined what on the job training is on my paper, and you guys can check it out on the evidence list on this card. And then also I need Kateni to help me out with properties that need or want this service so we can map out like how much audience that we need to participate. Okay, so that is all from me. And that is also all for today's meeting. Thank you for listening, and yeah, sorry we're overdue by 1 minute. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Felisa, for sharing.
Thank you, Felicia.
Don't forget to put the feedback ya on the Trello.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a
Welcome,
good
everyone.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Bye-bye.
HR. Goodbye.
Bye everyone.